Right now I'm going to that hill, and there are rocks coming down that hill. You know, I've been getting hit. Knocked down, back up, and keep climbing. Keep climbing that hill. But sometimes, Frank, I get hit by asteroids, man.
My name is Frank Romeo, and I suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. For 30 years, I've been talking to people. I've been traveling around the country. 30 years of my life, I have dedicated to reaching out to people. Where were you in the military?
Army.
Army where? If you don't mind me asking. What year?
Vietnam.
Okay.
69, 70.
Welcome home, brother. Well, your friend down the hall wants to instill the draft.
I don't want to be in the army with somebody who don't want to be.
That's a good point. It's a good point. That's a really good point. Several years ago, to learn more about PTSD, I went back to Southeast Asia, and I lived in the jungles and rice paddies all over again, as I did 50 years ago. And I sat down with the former enemy, and I talked about PTSD from their viewpoint. And students in America followed me as a lesson plan. And when it was feasible, I was Skyped right into the classrooms of America. This was a model education program that had never been done before.
A Vietnam War veteran walking across New York State to raise awareness about post-traumatic stress disorder.
Now Frank's long journey ends on Bayshore, Long Island, June 8th, and he'll be met by family, friends, and supporters.
The Walk with Frank project was modeled after going back to Southeast Asia. I walked across New York State, I slept in homeless shelters, I ate in soup kitchens, I went into veteran outreach programs and sat in on group therapy sessions. I went into VA hospitals. I went to our elected officials and Skyped in students, as I did in Asia, and talked about reality-based teaching. Hey Bayshore, how are you?
I think this is just the beginning, and it all is due to Frank Romeo. Thank you, students. Thank you, staff at the school. Thank you, elected officials. Thank you for coming. Really appreciate it.
I want you to understand what some of these veterans are going through. I'm going to document their stories about what it's like. See, I'm not a doctor or a clinician. I'm 100% PTSD. I'm talking to them at their level.
It's just, I feel open, trust, that I'm talking to not a vet, I'm talking to a brother.
The documentary is a 50-year perspective on post-trauma. Throughout my life for the last 50 years since my trauma, I have reoccurring nightmares about wild animals chewing on my body.
I'm still isolated. I still stay to myself. I'm okay, I don't have no regrets of anybody that killed him or anything like that. I don't feel bad about that at all.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Yeah? What are you taking? What are you on?
Marijuana.
That's it?
Yeah.
Just marijuana?
Yeah.
We have a mental health crisis in this country. We can't change what's already happened, but we could stop the bleeding. We have hundreds of hours of footage we need to share with the public.
The most striking aspect of all the data is the distinction in frequency or the occurrence of suicide between those in treatment and those who aren't, which speaks to the fact that treatment works.
The walk is over, but the work continues. We can make a difference. My philosophy is, through education, we can change. We together have a chance to make history, to make a statement about change in this country. I need your help. I cannot do this alone. Anyone who joins the Walk with Frank team makes a statement that says, I'm not happy with things as they are. We together can make this happen. Please help me.